Hello, welcome to the Fundamentals of Chromatography. This is today's episode of me being the procrastination queen that I am. We have already prepped a lot of the experiment together. We have, right here, we have our sodium chloride solution. We have water right over here, some more water we could use. We also have our pipettes down here that we're going to use to transfer dyes. We also have prepared the 3 Kool-Aid tablets already, and we've already prepared all of our strips also. I am unsure if they're supposed to be half the size that they came in the bag with, or they're supposed to just be the 6-inch strips that we've known, but we will figure this experiment out and let's go. First and foremost, we're going to take 3 strips available to us. They're pretty small. That's why I was like, is it half size or full size? But nevertheless, we're going to work with these 3 strips right now. And with that, we are going to take each of these pipettes and use capillary action to access drops. We are going to be taking the red, yellow, and blue dyes colors on our strips, 3 millimeter diameter of drops, maybe a little less, but totally cool. Then we have our 3 tubes right here that we're going to be using to put in the salt solution to be activating our chromatography, and make sure it's down the center when you put in the solution. To give an idea, we're going to do it so that the saline solution only hits up to that line. It's very likely going to be hanging this far down. So with that, yes, I took the strip for measurement. I know it's a little freaky, but if anything, you need to make sure that this is enough that it just barely touches the tip of the strips, so that they don't get so oversaturated with the saline solution. What we will do is actually go ahead and take a moment, take each of these strips with the dye on them, and take our pins. I have nails here we're going to use as our pin holders. We're going to go ahead and impale the pins into the strips. So we have our strip here. We're going to do this for measurement because I cut my strips super short. We are going to be lowering this very slowly. I have a little bit of water on there already, but that's totally fine. I'm going to start putting the solution into the other tubes. I'm going to say that was about 5 milliliters. So we're going to follow suit for the rest of the tubes we have in our rack. Be able to compare. We have our tubes ready, and now we're going to stick in our strips. We're going to put nails into the other strips. I'm actually going to break some rules real quick and do this without my gloves on, because my gloves have become wet from a lot of other stuff around the table. Go ahead, lower each of these into their respective tubes. We're gonna wait 15 minutes for these strips to do their thing. Gonna go away for a second. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. So I just took the strips out of their tubes and I've laid them on a piece of paper over to my right, and what I'll be doing now is I will be cleaning these tubes out and getting out some clean tubes from the bag right here. And then we will be doing the same procedure, but with the Kool-Aid strips. So stay tuned for that. I now have the 3 other strips set up here. We're gonna give it about the same amount of time, and yeah. Dog. So after a few more hours, I just decided to do 2 more bands as part of the inquiry of the experiment, and I did a strip taking green dye from an M&M. This is what the strip looks like. I will post a picture in this video for a better view. And then I also did a black dry erase marker. There's barely anything on there, but there's still a little bit that's visible to tell how far the color band traveled. Right now, I will be calculating the distances in millimeters for the dye set, the red, yellow, and blue, and then I'll move on to the Kool-Aid, and then we'll display those results shortly.